Hello and welcome everyone to the first of a series of interviews conducted by the media unit of St. Thomas's College, Mount Lavinia. Today we have with us a very special player who has picked up 18 wickets, including two 5-wicket hauls against Ananda College and St. Anthony's College, and has scored 182 runs including his maiden century against St. Joseph's College with an unbeaten 101 runs. And that player is none other than Yasiru Rodrigo. Welcome, Yasiru.
Thank you very much.
So, Yasiru, could you give us a brief history of how you discovered cricket and what led you to pursue a career in it? And what was it about the game that really pulled you towards it?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for that lovely introduction and for having me in this interview. So I was just 6 years old when I started playing cricket. Well, I didn't have a proper understanding about the game of cricket. It was my father who made me play cricket. So along with cricket, I played badminton, which really helped me in cricket. So eventually I started liking the game, and it was the passion I had for cricket that really pulled me towards it.
How would you say cricket has aided in your personal development, not just as a sportsman, but as a person in general?
Well, cricket has helped me in many ways, so I'll tell you some of it. Well, you learn how to take a defeat, and at the same time you learn how to enjoy victory. And most importantly, you learn how to adapt for different situations, and you learn how to respect everyone. So yeah.
Could you give us an insight of how this season has been so far for the team and how it has been for you personally?
I think that we didn't get the exact results we wanted, but as a team we are improving. So that's a good sign. Well, I was able to play only a few matches. As an individual, I'm really happy about my performance. So when it comes to batting, I think we need to. Some of the batsmen, except for 2 or 3 batsmen, others weren't that consistent. So we need to be consistent, and what I'm trying to say is they couldn't convert their 20s into 50s or anymore. So at the same time, they need to rotate the strike. That's really important. So that's it in terms of batting. I think when it comes to bowling, I think we have to increase the number of good balls we can bowl in a match, and we need to increase the number of balls we can bowl in good areas. That's really important. When it comes to fielding, I think we have done pretty well. So as a team, we are really happy.
So most people think of cricket as a physical game, which is not true. How important is the mental aspect of the game to you?
Well, it has always been a challenging one. So I think you need to have a clear mindset, and at the same time, you need to be aware of what you're doing. Well, I've played in different levels. For example, like I've represented under 19 Sri Lanka, under 19 Super Provincials, some mercantile matches, and under 23 major tournaments. So the experience I've got from those levels is just great, and it's really huge. And I was lucky enough to represent those levels at a very young age. Like I was just 16, 17 years old. So what I'm trying to say is, the common thing I've noticed and learned is that when you go to higher levels, you need to have a stronger mindset. That's really important. Well, and when you play, in a 2-day match, you get to bowl 20 to 35 overs. So for that, you need to have a strong mindset. And not to forget, in school, we have yoga sessions, and we had motivational sessions. So that really helped me a lot. I think the team would also agree. And at home, I meditate, which really helps me to concentrate on one thing and to concentrate on the correct things.
So now you yourself, you're a second year. This is your second year playing the Battle of the Blues. So what's the mindset of the dressing room like on the lead up to the big match week? What are like the goals and expectations like?
So I think we were mentally prepared, and we worked really hard on and off the field. And not to forget our coaches, they really helped us a lot and they really backed us. So I take this opportunity to thank them also. So our ultimate goal was to win the big match.
Now we all know with this ongoing pandemic, how has this COVID-19 pandemic affected the team? Like, what are some of the challenges the team has had to face, and how did y'all overcome these challenges?
Well, I think it has affected really badly. The reason why I'm telling that is we used to do everything as a team, as one team. So even when we were in the bubble and before that, we used to do everything as a team. So now we don't get the chance to do anything. I mean, as a team, we don't get that chance anymore. So I think now that we have been restricted to our homes, there's nothing much we can do. But currently we are focusing on fitness. So we use Zoom meetings to do fitness.
Before the postponement of the big match due to the second wave of the pandemic, could you give us a brief idea? Like you said, you all had a bubble. Could you give us a brief idea of how the preparation and training during the bubble was like?
I mean, even before the bubble itself, we had so many practice matches, and we practice a lot. I mean, we had gym sessions. I mean, beach sessions, motivational sessions, yoga sessions. I mean, all those sessions, and I mean, the college provided all those facilities. I'm really thankful for that. I mean, we were prepared, like mentally and physically both. So I mean, and at the same time, we played 2 practice matches in Hambantota, which really helped us a lot because that is the place we are going to play the big match. We got used to that environment, and for me, that was the first time I played in that ground, and for most of the guys, it was the first time for them. That was the first time they played in an international ground, so that was a huge opportunity for us. So we were really looking forward for the big match.
So when you all got this unfortunate news that the big match will be postponed again, what was the reaction of the team?
Well, actually, we were really sad because it was our own teammates who were affected. I mean, who got positive for COVID. Well, not to forget, the college took all the necessary steps, and I'm really glad about it. And I think we didn't take this as a burden, we took this as a challenge. So I think we overcame this challenge successfully.
So cricket is a spectator sport. So hoping that the encounter will be played at some point this year, most probably without a crowd, how big do you think the absence of the Legion supporting and cheering the team will be? How valuable do you think the support of the Legion is?
Well, I think it's a great miss. Personally, for me, when you have your men cheering for you, it really encourages you and it helps you to do even harder and better. So I think the team would also agree for that. Yeah, so especially for the ones who are playing the big match for the first time, they will really miss the real atmosphere.
Is there anything you'd like to say to the Thomian fan base before we conclude this interview?
So hopefully, if we play the big match, we will definitely give our best, and we will try our best to win this year's big match and to keep the shield at Mount. And I know that you all won't be able to come and support us, but I'm pretty sure you all will stay in your homes and give your full support. Have faith in us, and till then, stay safe and take good care of yourself.
Thank you, Yasiru, for taking time off your day to have this interview with us. And thank you to our viewers again for watching this video, and please stay tuned for the upcoming interviews. On behalf of the media unit of St. Thomas's College, I'm Umar Rashid signing out. Thank you.